Welcome back to another episode of Expertly Unqualified.
Welcome back to another episode. We're still not sponsored by Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
We're still not sponsored by Diet Coke or any sparkling water brands, but we are trying.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think we could be sponsored by Aldi. So I think Aldi should sponsor us. Would be a great sponsor.
I would not complain. I love Aldi. I spend most of my grocery shopping budget there.
So good. So good. Well, we are going to dive into our WHAT news. Starting with the weekly stats you didn't need to know, but now you know.
All right. So, my mom asked me for help this week. I didn't ask for what. I just showed up. I helped her move one whole storage unit the size of a shipping container.
That's a whole week's worth of workouts in one day. And how's your back?
My back and my knee, like my legs, are both so sore.
I could have
So afterwards, my mom's more fit than I am, but like afterwards, she was like, "Why are you walking like an old lady holding your back?" And I was like,
You just had to deadlift all those boxes.
working in food service a long time, I feel like I definitely learned good form because people will tell me I'm lifting wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can pick up boxes good.
Yeah. So if somebody asks you for help, ask them more questions.
Interrogate them, get the full details before you say yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my weekly stat is I went to go visit my grandma and we were outside. It was beautiful weather. Then there were all these little bugs. I don't know what type of bugs they were, but they were tiny, smaller than a mosquito. And then all of a sudden they started biting me. I guess I'm too sweet or something. I think I have about 30 bug bites. So that's my weekly stat. I was not excited to look down and see all these red spots and they're so itchy. So yeah, that's my weekly stat. Not a fun one, but it's numerical.
Little jerks.
Yeah.
Little jerks.
Rude. Moving on to headlines of the week. What's a headline of your week so far?
This week, I slept a lot, and I'm pretty happy about that. Yesterday, I went to sleep at 6 p.m.
Sleep is good. Some days you just need sleep.
Mm-hmm. So I have a black cat, and I have like a little Halloween decoration black cat with green eyes. And we put it out on our couch, and my cat has been sleeping on it.
Oh, it's his little buddy.
I know. I sent it to one of my friends, and they said it's his little girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. The big spoon or little spoon?
Only the big spoon. Even with me, he will never be little spoon ever.
Good. My headline of the week was I used girl math. So I wanted to read Liz Moody's book, actually. I think it was like 100. I should really know the title of this book, but I obviously haven't gotten that far. Like 100 Ways to Change Your Life. And so I have been listening to it on audiobook, but then I ran out of audiobook hours. So I was only like 2 chapters in, which was rude. The library doesn't have it because it's a newer book. Amazon wanted like $26 for it, which that's fine for a book. But I was like, I don't feel like paying that. Went on eBay, good old eBay, found it for $5. It was from like a Goodwill or something, and it said the condition was good. I don't care if it's got highlights in it. Like, I just want to read the book. Comes to my house, basically a brand new book. Cover. I don't really. Come to find out, I don't think I really like hardcover books. The sleeves always fall off of it, and then I like when you can kind of fold the book back extra. Probably not good for the binding.
It's your book. It's your book, you know?
Yeah. So far, so good. I'll have to do a review of it pretty soon once I finish reading it. But I like it so far. So that's my headline. Use girl math to purchase the book. Adulting of the week. Last week was a little rough for adulting because I don't think I adulted at all. Did you have any adulting of the week?
I know what you mean, though, because it's like, it's starting to turn fall, but it's just like, it's starting to get cold, it gets dark out.
When it gets dark out at 6:30, my brain goes, bedtime.
And there's not that many good seasonal treats out yet, and just what's the point? What's the point?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not leaving the house when it's dark out.
I didn't have a super productive week this week. I slept a lot, but okay, I did pay off my car.
Nice.
I'm going to have to return to this on our weekly rant.
Okay.
But it was so annoying to pay it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was obnoxious, but I'll complain about that later.
Okay, well, we'll look forward to that at the end. My adulting was, I've been going on more walks recently, and I've been going on this nice loop, and so I've just been trying to get myself to go on a little walk every day, and if I go late, I waffle back and forth between go for a walk. Well, it's kind of dark out, but we'll have enough time. Uh, So I adulted really well, and I ended up going grocery shopping, getting all the fruits. If you know me and I don't have any fruit around me, I get very sad and hangry. I just need like 4 different options of fruit at all times. So I got my fruit and then I was like, well, it's 6:30. It's gonna be dark by 7. Should I go for a walk? But I haven't done anything but that. So I was like, you know what? I got enough time. I'm gonna go for a walk. So I have this 2-mile loop. I power walked to the whole thing. I knew I was gonna be on sidewalk the entire time because my town doesn't have street lights. It's dark. It gets dark. There's no lamps out there to see pedestrians. So I'm like, I'm gonna walk this sidewalk. I won't get hit by a car. So I power walked and got through it all. So part of adulting, I think, is doing things you don't feel like doing, but getting them done anyways.
But you
So
do them anyway.
yeah, you do them anyway. And finally, the trending topics of the week. These are some interesting trending topics, let me tell you.
So first off, I'm wearing a Bears shirt. The Bears won. My fiance is. I'm happy, but my fiance is infinitely more happy. So I don't really check the scores of games really. But my
Yeah.
fiance woke me up to tell me that the Packers lost, and then Caroline informed me that the Packers in fact tied.
Yeah, they didn't lose. They just tied, which I didn't even know was possible.
But my fiance was celebrating of that little victory that they did not win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another trending, the Cubs won today.
Oh yes.
Yes, they haven't won since playoff game since 2017. So solid win. Yeah, Bears won. I don't know how. Again, I saw a stat that M. Johnson
Mhm.
has more away like road game wins than Eberflus did, and we've played 4 games. He's won 1 away game, and he has more wins than Eberflus. So we're looking pretty good. Exactly. Okay, so we should have looked at our calendars before this, but if you didn't know, last Monday was National Coffee Day. To be honest, no one really had that many good coffee discounts or anything. Dunkin' was the only one, but I digress. Speaking of coffee, Maxwell House Coffee, which I don't know if it's even that good, but Maxwell House Coffee has come out saying that they have a limited time release of, instead of being Maxwell House Coffee, they are changing it to Maxwell Apartment Coffee for the reason of that there's more people renting now than owning a home.
Which is just funny that you think about how like a big corporation is saying that.
Yeah, like, is that because I was like, apartment, that makes no sense. I didn't put together like the Maxwell house, like, I just combined the words together. So I didn't put it like, well, they're saying house and then they're changing it to apartment. So when I first read this, I was like, Maxwell apartment? What? I don't know. I guess it's a good and bad marketing. Like, I didn't even think their coffee's that good. I guess it's marketing, but then we're talking about it. So I guess it's good marketing. I don't know. That seems a little extreme.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So on the topic of coffee, I've just been thinking like when people have been baristas for a really long time, I feel like they either sometimes they're coffee snobs, but you're not a snob. You just know what you like in your particular.
We're nice snobs.
Yeah, nice snobs. Or I've noticed that some people just entirely give up and just need the caffeine and just give up drinking anything decent and are just like, please give me lukewarm coffee. Please
Mhm.
give me iced coffee with no ice so I can chug it. Please give me some Monster and Red.
Yeah.
So,
You find a way.
for any baristas out there, which one are you? Do you still respect yourself enough to drink something that tastes good?
I would say yes, but I also, if it's made wrong, I'm probably not going to say anything
Mhm.
because I've had worse. So,
Yeah, like I have gotten a latte before and I didn't add any milk and I didn't complain or return it for some reason.
so you're just drinking quad espresso?
Yeah, just quad
Quad
espresso.
espresso. Thank you.
Quad espresso with syrup. Like,
Oh, gosh. See, I would say, I wanted a latte. It's not a latte. Yeah. Once you're a barista, you're scarred for life. But yeah. So now that it's October, which is crazy to even say, we have a fun 2 topics we'll be talking about. We're fancy like that. We got 2 different topics we'll discuss. We're talking about the hobby graveyard. So in the spirit of spooky season in October, we're doing the hobby graveyard of all the hobbies we started, but ended up stopping. We told ourselves we were going to do this and it was going to be great. And then we got 2 days in and decided, nah. And then the other part will be things we pretend to know, but we really don't know. So buckle up. You want to dive into some hobby graveyard activities?
Okay, so just a couple of mine. I used to really love sewing, especially because I can never find pants that fit me. I've given up. The only pants that fit me are stretchy or like sweatpants that tie.
Yeah.
But I need to get back into sewing so I can get pants that actually fit me. I
Oh,
miss that. I miss pants that fit, and I refuse to get it together. It's too much work. But my cat ate. I think I told.
yeah. This was
Yeah,
last week.
I mentioned this in the last podcast. My cat was eating my string, but I finally got like a good setup in my apartment where I can lock him out of my bedroom. So maybe I'll get a new sewing machine and just keep all the string and all of the thread away from him. But yeah,
That's Sewing is a good skill to have, but if you don't have the time or the willpower to keep going with it, it just gets shoved in a box. I actually have that on here. Do you remember a few years ago, everyone was like embroidering the back pocket of their jeans,
yeah,
but like home embroidery?
yeah, they were so cute.
I had a pair of my mom's old jeans that were now in style, and I tried embroidering the back pocket. It didn't go well, and then the jeans didn't fit anymore, so I was like, that's a waste of time. And I did it once. It didn't look like what it looked like online when somebody was doing it, so I said, I'm good. So I haven't gone back to sewing. Kind of in the same area. I feel like most of the hobbies that I've given up on all fall into the arts and crafts category.
Same.
But kind of like sewing, crocheting.
Yeah.
Not that I've ever been able to crochet, but I did get for my birthday one year, like a how to crochet book and the crochet hook and some yarn. And the issue I have is I'm left-handed, so all the videos and stuff show you how to do it right-handed. Not that it would be
Yeah.
impossible to do right-handed for me, but what was nice was this book showed you how to do it right-handed, but I still have no idea how to do it. So I said, I'm good. My cousin is very good at crocheting, so if I ever need something crocheted, I'm sending it her way. I'm like, hey, this is all you.
It comes in handy though.
It does. These are all nice to haves, not need to haves.
Another hobby I've given up is tie-dyeing. I was recently
Oh.
cleaning up at home and for some reason I've had like tie-dye in my chemicals for years and I haven't used them in 5 years now.
I think it's safe to say you can throw it out.
But I'm not. I probably could, but I'm not.
Are you gonna tie dye something for us?
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll tie-dye something. I always think it would be funny to like tie-dye a white set of sheets. Which it would look ridiculous, but I think that'd be funny.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah. I'll see. I'll think about
You
it.
could do like a tablecloth.
Oh, like a tablecloth would be good too. Or like
Yeah.
a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so catch Holly tie-dyeing things. Arts and crafts again, scrapbooking. I've done it a couple times when I was in like 4th grade. And then I had all the like newspaper cutouts from high school softball. So it had all the stats and all the games and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to make a scrapbook with all of the cutouts from these newspapers. Have the newspapers been sitting on the floor of my living room for the past 8 years? Yes. Do I plan to do anything with them in the near future? Probably not. But I still hold on to them because one day, that's the key phrase, one day. Yeah, I probably won't get to that for a while.
And like I feel like a lot of the hobbies I give up on are also like things I like shopping for when I'm sad
Yeah.
or stressed, but I never use.
You're like, I'm sad. I need something to bring joy in my life. And you know what? It's going to be this hobby. But then you start doing the hobby and you're like, no.
Another one for me is gardening because like last year I was like doing a bunch of shopping on AliExpress and I got like a really nice like herb garden set up. I got
Oh.
like the self-draining pots. I have like a shelf to put them in. I have all the seeds. I bought the dirt. I haven't done any yet. I haven't planted any. But
Well, now you have something to do in the fall.
yeah,
It's indoor, right?
it's indoor. Yeah,
All right, yeah.
I guess I could still do it.
Fresh herbs on
Yeah.
pasta dishes or really any dish. So good.
So I guess I could still do that this winter, but I think I have like the Costco size bag of dirt
Oh my God.
in my trunk still, so I can't put anything in my trunk because it's full of dirt.
It could be your adulting for next week.
Yes, I brought up my potting soil.
Oh my gosh. I need to like keep a list of if you're bored or sad, here's things you already own and can do.
Just
That's what I need.
like a site saying, just click here if you already have things. So when you're bored and sad, this is what you do.
Yeah. Or I don't know about you, where you're like, I feel like I need to be doing more. And you know what? Doing more means learning another language. I took Spanish all throughout high school and I did enjoy it. I didn't continue it in college, but I think it'd be really cool if you're bilingual. So then I was like, you know what? I have a few extra minutes every day. I'm going to do that. That didn't last very long. And then I did the same thing. My boyfriend's family is Greek and we're hoping to go to Greece, hopefully sometime soon. So I was like, it would be smart to learn Greek. Started that for probably a week and then I said, I'm too busy. So language, yeah. If anybody's downloaded Duolingo to try and train themselves, and or what I've done is I've downloaded Duolingo, made it Spanish, and was testing my knowledge and things I could remember in Spanish. So who knows? Maybe this winter when I'm bored, Duolingo will be added back onto my phone.
Recently, like I was just talking to a friend about how I used to take German in high school. And I thought it would be fun to like learn German or Norwegian. And then she was like, well, my husband is German. His family are German. They know Polish too.
Oh,
they're trilingual in Polish.
Could you imagine how cool, like how big of a flex that would be? You're like, I'm trilingual.
And then they're like, so my brother-in-law is also Norwegian, so you can just come over for dinner and start having German conversations with us, which I'm like, I appreciate this, but I'm going to have to get my stuff together.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually have to take this seriously. This is not...
I can't fake it.
No, I can't fake it.
Oh my gosh. And then I have one more. The last one was I would teach myself how to play piano. During COVID, I was so bored at home and I had a little baby keyboard. I was like, I'm going to train myself. I'm going to learn how to use it. I can only play hot cross buns on piano. No, three blind mice. Is that the same beat though? Do, 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 do. Yeah,
Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, it's the same beat. So I can play that on the recorder and the piano.
So you know 2 songs.
I know 2 songs. I can't name.
That was a new...
We're zooming in.
Okay, at least you didn't follow me.
Something like that. So I can play 2 songs on the recorder and piano. Not to flex, but if you ask me to find middle C or read notes, can't do it. But you know when you have so many chargers to all these random things that you can't find, and you're cleaning your room and you have a box full of chargers and you're like, what is this for? The keyboard was the one charger that I never lost and I knew exactly where it was. If there was like a fire drill and somebody's like, to survive, you need to find the charging cord for the keyboard. Where is it at? I would survive. I was like, it's in my closet on this shelf right there. And I do have to say, after probably like 20 years of having it, it did find a good home. There's little kids enjoying the keyboard compared to me trying to teach myself the keyboard. Yeah. Music in me, I'll sing, not on key. Is instrument playing in my future? Probably not. And that's okay.
So I think my parents, I guess I had like a couple more. My parents think I need more hobbies.
More hobbies? Because you have so much free time. Good one.
So they're always just getting me things. So my dad thrifted me a very nice telescope. I don't have space for the telescope, but I cannot get rid of the telescope.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice. And it's so cool. I mean, I guess it's cool I have a very nice telescope. Do I use it? No.
There's so many items like that I own, and I'm like, if I was in this scenario and this happened, then I would use it.
Yeah.
I gotta keep it.
Same with coloring books. People keep buying me coloring books because they think that'll help me calm down. I love coloring books, but I never use them. I do like coloring books.
We should have a coloring book.
Oh, we should. Yeah, we should.
I got the good markers.
Because I have a ton of coloring books too.
Okay, I don't have the coloring books. I got the markers.
Okay, perfect.
It's teamwork.
And then this one's on me. I will not stop buying kitchen appliances that I don't need. So for some reason, I bought 2 different pasta machines. So, and I never use them. I have the hand crank one that makes sheet pasta.
Okay.
And I have the KitchenAid mixer noodle extruder. It's so cool.
Noodle.
It makes macaronis.
Okay, so
and
we're having a
spaghetti.
pasta night and with coloring.
Yes, yes, I can come over. You can come over and we can make fresh pasta.
With
But
your fresh herbs to add on top.
like it's since it's a KitchenAid, like it also makes the dough for you,
Oh, yeah.
and it also makes the noodles for you.
You
Yeah.
were just testing to see which is better.
But again, do I ever use it? No.
Will you use it one day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And like I don't even know how many other kitchen appliances I have.
There's too many to count. There's not enough cabinet space. There's not enough countertop space. You need them all, but
Which is why I need a house because I currently do not own a snow cone machine, nor do I own.
you need the like slushy maker,
Yes, okay, I need a slushy maker.
a popcorn machine.
Yeah. Well, actually, okay, I have a hand crank popcorn machine.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think
It's
of.
pretty- I
So
have
you
a
got
little
the standard mixer. Do you have a mandolin?
I have two.
Okay, 2 mandolins. No, we have a bunch of coffee makers. That's
Yeah.
already a given.
Yeah, I have like four.
I'm trying to think of. Do you have a toaster oven?
Yeah.
How about a regular toaster?
Actually, I don't have a regular toaster. I
Okay.
have a toaster oven.
Okay,
I
I'm
have an
trying to
air
think of what
fryer.
else. Okay, air fryer.
I have an ice machine.
Do you have a food processor?
I have a food processor.
Do you have an ice machine? Does it make nugget ice?
It makes bullet ice, which is
Ooh.
kind of like nugget ice,
Yeah,
but it's like bigger.
that sounds
So
good.
it makes bullet ice. I have a steamer, like an electric steamer. I have a
Oh, yeah.
Instapot.
Okay. Do you have a crock pot?
I do have a crock pot. I have a panini press.
Oh yeah, like a George Foreman.
Yeah,
I had one of those.
I have a George Foreman and a panini press.
Do you have a waffle maker?
I do. I also have a mini waffle maker. Like, it's like,
How does this all fit in your kitchen?
which is like maybe the reason I don't use anything is because
You're so overwhelmed with all the points.
there's nowhere to
Do
put.
you have a blender?
I do have a blender.
Do you have a stick blender?
No,
Like an immersion blender?
I don't have an immersion blender, but I do have the handheld milk frother.
Do you have what is it called? A hand beater?
Don't.
Okay.
There we go.
There you go. That's what you need to go through it. What else am I missing? Do you have a double boiler?
No, I need one to make chocolates though,
Yeah.
because I've been needing to make chocolates for Christmas. Because I got a while ago for Christmas, I got a bunch of these little silicone molds. Again, I don't use them as much as they.
You should make crock pot candy where it's just melted chocolate with like salt and peanuts, and then you just scoop it out on top of a cookie sheet and let it set, and then boom, they're delicious. I eat so many of them.
That sounds good. I think my mom got them for me because I wasn't even doing anything this time.
What is happening?
Returning to normal. But yeah, so I think my mom got them for me because when I was a little kid, I was obsessed with blow doors.
Oh yeah. Well, if you can't tell, we don't have enough appliances, and hopefully you can relate to that because I know there's some kitchens out there that have a lot of appliances.
And despite me having all these appliances, did I eat nothing but a Hocket and a sandwich a few days ago, plus like too many chips?
Yeah.
Do I regret it? No.
No.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little hobby graveyard section, and rest in peace to all those hobbies that we've tried.
So just to wrap up, so just a couple red flags that your hobby is officially dead. Have you used it in the past 5 years?
Probably not.
Oh, I have another.
Okay.
I have a kayak. I have an inflatable kayak. And
Okay, it's inflatable. That's good.
we
That's
also
good.
have fishing poles. We also have archery bows.
For what reason?
Have we used them before? No, but the kayak, I need to get new paddles because I had it in my storage shed in my apartment, and a squirrel got into our storage shed and ate a paddle. I don't know what I was doing with the paddle, but it ate it.
That would not be good.
Okay, but anyway, so wrapping up, red flags that your hobby's dead. If you just say you'll get back to it eventually, you never do. If like your cat or dog has repurposed your gear to just sit in, it's too late. If you move 5 different times and you realize you haven't touched it, you might need to get rid of it.
Yeah. I know. I'm trying to think of all the things that I'll have to go through when I move, but I'm like, I don't want to. Going off to college was hard enough to go through, like, oh, what do I need? What do I don't need? And then you could just leave all your stuff in your room.
And last but not least, if your hobby is just an excuse for you to make purchases, try to make purchases that are lighter. Give yourself a little snack. Yeah.
Or go thrift it.
Yeah,
Like,
go thrifted. Yeah. But the problem is that I thrift most of this junk.
well, at least you're not spending full price.
No. Part of I'm just getting a deal.
Yeah.
So moving on to things we pretend to understand.
But we may or may not understand. When I was creating this list, I was laughing to myself of how ridiculous they are. Oh, do you want to start off with the things you pretend to understand?
So first is wine pairings. I'm not a wine snob. I don't care. I think anything over $6 is a waste.
Okay, wine and coffee specifically get me when they're like,
Yeah.
this wine has hints of tart cherry, lake breeze, and raisins. And you're like, okay.
I love when coffee
Oh my
tastings
God.
have ridiculous pairings that are respectfully saying this tastes terrible. Like Starbucks is known for like having overly roasted beans and stuff, but
Yeah.
like and they say notes of smoky oak.
Yeah. That would be wine too, smoked. Or just like notes of chocolate and caramel and berries.
I love when they say things like super specific fruits too, like
Boysenberry.
like notes of boysenberry. Like
Have you ever gone to the store and purchased a boysenberry to eat? No.
no.
You wouldn't know it's boysenberry because you've never had boysenberry, so no one's gonna argue with it. But you'll look at the package and be like, intriguing.
So, what about you? Anything you pretend to understand?
A morning routine and consistency that yes, I have one. And of course, it's very organized. By organized, I mean that I hit snooze every day and sleep in and say, I'll get to it later. But I pretend in my head that I am consistent. Well, technically, I am consistent, but not with the morning routine that I want. But in my head, I pretend it's all those get ready with me's. That's what my life is not.
I could never do a get ready with me because it's just like me staring off into the distance, me just drinking like generic Aldi brand Neo Energy at 3 in the morning, and then like just some kind of random snack I eat for breakfast.
Your car cheeses.
My car Cheez-Its. Lately, I've been trying to wean myself off candy because it's all that I eat. So I've been angry recently, but I'll get through it. I'll get over it.
All right, what's another thing you pretend to understand?
Social interaction, especially because I work with a lot of people. I totally pretend that I understand how to talk to people. I don't.
And you can't overthink it because
No.
sometimes it'll be like, well, I said that the tense of that verb wrong, but no one
Yeah.
else is thinking about it.
And can I not sleep at night because I'm scared I said something wrong? Yes.
Why overthink everything? I'm
Yeah.
like, man, I should have worded the email saying this instead of that.
Yeah. Or I said this weird text 4 days ago. Do they hate me?
Okay,
Yeah.
the worst that I overthink is
Yeah.
when somebody will text me and be like, hey, can you babysit this day?
Yeah.
And I'll say like, sorry, I'm not able to or whatever. And then they respond with, okay, thanks, exclamation point. So I'm thinking that they misread my text and they're like, great, you can do it. But in all reality, it's just me overthinking. Yeah. I pretend to understand. Um, okay. I pretend to know how to coach football better than all the coaches that I watch the football team. I'm like, they should have done a screen pass. They should have blocked. What are they doing? Doing flea flick. Okay. They should have just gave the ball to the running back. He shouldn't have ran it up the middle. I pretend.
I trust you though. So this was actually similar to one of mine, but very different than what you're saying. I pretend to understand the rules of football.
Oh, okay.
I know the rules of baseball. I know the rules of hockey and basketball and tennis.
Tennis and golf,
Yeah.
I pretend. I definitely pretend.
Golf, no idea. No idea at all. Tennis, I
Yeah.
know from Wii Sports. And I played tennis for a little bit.
We sports, we sports train.
But I totally trust you that you would know exactly what you're talking about because you know the words. And I have no idea what any of the words, any of the rules.
One day we can watch a game and I'll explain it.
Thank you.
Just easy.
And then Steve, my fiance, is going to be like, why'd you listen to her and not me?
My favorite is when I'll watch the game with my dad and he'll say something and then it'll either happen in the game or the announcer's like, well, we should have done this. And it's exactly what my dad said. So that's what I pretend. I pretend to know how much a house renovation would cost. And looking at a photo, I would say, okay, paint the cabinets, get new countertop, new appliances, dollars. But in all reality, oh, and what if we took down this wall? Turns out most walls I want to take down are load bearing. So I pretend like I know what I'm doing. Or even like in my head, I feel like I could be in interior design. I would know how to fix backsplash. I would know how to put in hardwood floors. I would know how to like, I don't know, any of the household things you need to do. In my head, I feel like I know how to do them. I most definitely do not. I'm going to learn how to do them. and it'll probably be more difficult than I think it will be, but in my head, it's easy peasy. Ah, just do this, magic wand,
Mhm.
everything's updated.
Just HETD it, you know?
Yes,
Yeah.
where they're like, "Oh, the whole kitchen renovation was only gonna cost $12,000." In reality, it's probably like 45,000, but that's what I pretend.
So for me, I'm an IT major, but I only ever had PC computers growing up, and I was pretty late to switching to iPhones. I didn't get an iPhone until like 2022. So I pretend to know how to use Apple products. I don't, even a little bit.
They are a little bit.
But yeah, so I totally pretend I know how to use iPhones and MacBooks. For a while, I was just acting like a grandma and asking like teenagers how to use them because I don't care. I have no shame anymore. None. But I definitely have no idea how to use Apple products.
They are a little bit
Yeah.
different, but
Yeah.
honestly, it's just like one button that's changed.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, at least you can Google everything.
Yeah, I Google it, but I pretend to know what I'm doing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's see. I pretend to know directions. In the sense of I could probably, if I'm familiar with the area, I could probably tell you from point A to point B, you're going to take this road, this road, this road. Do not ask me, oh, is that building on the east side of the road? The way you want to know how I figure out whether it's north, south, east, or west? Because I can't just be like, yes, it's on the east side of the road. I know two roads by me. One runs north, south, one runs east, west, and I have to magically input in my brain. I'm like, okay, if I moved this to that road, would it match the road or would it be perpendicular? And that's how I try and figure out whether it's east, west, north, or south. Is it facing north? I literally like if you ask me, oh, is this store facing north? In my head, I'm moving the coordinates of it to exactly where I know the east, west, and north, south meet, and then I figure it out from there. Don't you dare
Hey,
ask
but
me.
you can figure it out though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't you just say like, oh, it will be on your right, on your left, head east on it? No, 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 no. And beyond that, we live near Chicago. We aren't going to say we're from Chicago because we're not those people. But I also do pretend to know city addresses 110%. I'll ask, oh, where's that? And somebody will say, like, oh, it's off of Clark and 103rd. Probably not even an address in the city, but you know what I'm saying? They're like 103rd and Clark. I'm like, okay, cool. So where is that? I need to know whether it's north of the city, south side, in the loop. If you tell me where it's in the loop, I still don't really know. Like, I would have to look at a map. I'm not gonna lie. But it's on the western block of this and that street. I'm like, cool. I literally have to Google it. I have no idea. I need a map for that.
So this one probably isn't good for my age, especially because I drive. Don't know my rights and my lefts from the top of my head. 100% of the time, I have to do the hand thing, or I pretend to write, and then I'm right-handed, so I go,
Oh, that's helpful.
So, like, when people give me directions and they turn right, every time I'm like, I can't do this. Like, please just point which way. But yeah, so I do not know my left.
So we're a little directionally challenged, and we're accepting that. So it's fine.
My driver's ed instructor, she was a screamer,
Oh God.
but she would scream.
Oh God. I could not imagine driving while somebody's screaming at me.
It makes it more difficult. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Another thing that I fake to know or pretend to know is all the astrology signs. So when people are like, I'm Sagittarius, rising moon Capricorn, I have no idea what that means. I can maybe remember, maybe figure out what month you're born in. I don't know what any of them. I'm a Capricorn, so I kind of know what a Capricorn, like the vibes of a Capricorn. And I know Libra, and that's about it. And then I don't know the moon's rising, but if you tell me it, I'm like, sick. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I just agree with the person. Like, you definitely are a Leo. I can see it.
I will always agree, but the only thing I know is what the shape is.
I don't even know the shapes.
I'll pretend I do. I'll pretend I do.
I know.
I'll go along with it for that.
Did you have another one?
Yeah, so I used to be an econ major way back in the day. So I'm really good at personal finance and budgeting, and I'm like okay at investing, but I only invest in like index funds.
Yeah.
So I pretend I understand like day trading because I know what the words mean. but I don't
Yeah.
understand any of it. And like, I know that you can use calculus to predict the stock
You
market.
can?
Yes, you can. It's
Aw,
not 100%, but you can use calculus to like predict stock markets.
I should have done
You could do it. You could do it. It was like, it's actually pretty.
I also
Mhm.
pretend to know what traders do, and I'm trying to describe what they do for their job, and I'm like, they buy, um, dimensional funds. That's about all I know.
My fiance is studying for his Series 7 right now, and he has got like his Series 63 in SIE. So like he's always talking about this, and I'm like, yes,
You're
I
like, "I
know what
do
these things mean.
understand."
I know what margin calls are. I've read the internet before.
I've read the internet.
I do read memes. I know what you're talking.
You like, our vocab, our English, our vocabulary
Yeah.
is really good. We
Yeah.
understand the vocab. If
Yeah.
you asked us anything about trading, though,
Yeah. But you can bring me to a finance Christmas party, and I'll pretend to know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll agree with everything you say, and I'll just eat the free appetizers.
you're like, how about that stock market? Oh my gosh. Another thing I pretend to know a lot about is dancing. Well, probably singing too. So dancing and singing will come together. In my head, I dance. If I were to just start dancing, I dance like a Dancing with the Stars pro in my head. In all reality, I probably look like a 4-year-old dancing. Okay. In my head, I think I know how to do it. I got humbled when I was babysitting my cousins, 3 little kids. They were into gymnastics and dance, and so we're on the trampoline, and one of them would give me a routine to do, and I can't do any fancy flips or tricks. I can do a cartwheel. Okay, that's about it. So she gave me a routine and then scored me out of 10, and she gave me a 3. I was very humbled.
My little sister used to cheer and dance, and it's still so funny because it's like when you dance with little kids, you're like, okay, so you want to do the chicken dance, and then you find out that they're actually in sports, and you're like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
They're like, how can you do that? And I can't do that.
Yeah,
And you get humbled.
yeah,
They're very humbling. Same thing with singing. Well, okay, going back to dancing, I would say. When watching like Dancing with the Stars, in my head, I'm like, wow, they should have hit that move, or wow, they should like you score stuff, even though
yeah.
you have no business scoring it. Same thing with singing. If you watch like The Voice
Mhm.
in your head, you're like, no, they shouldn't have sang that song. You have all these critiques where you have no expertise. Hence why we're expertly unqualified to give these opinions. But in my head, I could sing well. I could score people singing. I can't.
Another one for me, I think I know how to fix anything.
Yes. You're like,
So,
you're like
yeah,
Bob the Builder.
yeah.
You're like, I can do it.
Yeah, and like, so I'm an IT major, which you can think you're all these things, but in reality, IT is a specialty in reading comprehension. All you do is read manuals.
Honestly, that's true.
Yeah.
And then coding is just a bunch of words.
Yeah, yeah. But I think, and like, since I was like a supervisor, I also used to have to do like a lot of like repair and like maintenance tickets and stuff
Oh, yeah.
too. But I feel like I can fix anything, even though I sometimes have a track record of breaking things worse.
But I feel with like IT, whatever is broken, you can always fix it.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So even if it's broken at this time, you can
Yeah.
always fix it.
I guess like the worst mistakes I also made were when I was in middle school. So
Mm.
maybe I should give myself grace.
Yeah, give yourself grace.
Yeah.
You're a few years past middle school.
You know what? I haven't broken anything in at least 10 years.
You got a clean track record. You're all good.
Yeah, yeah. But do I still think I can fix any car problem? And the only reason I don't is because I'm lazy.
Yes, I do the same thing.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
now I know how to check the oil in my car. I know what all these lights means.
And I'm just always thinking it's like, yes, I could repair this myself, but I'm choosing not to because I'm lazy.
Yep.
Do I know how to? Please.
In my head, everything's simple. Everything's easy. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is my last one and my most favorite one. Okay, if you have a sibling or a friend, anybody, a parent, heck, a parent, this is something I pretend to know, but have no business. No business. I did this with my brother. I said, what do you do for work? Can you describe what your parent does, what your sibling, your friend, more than just, oh, she's a nurse. Or for my brother specifically, when somebody asks what he does, I'm like, he's a chemical engineer. One day I asked him, I'm like, I don't even know what you do at your job. What do you do at your job? And he's like, well, take a guess. And I was like, all right, this is how the description went. I go, you wear some steel-toed boots. You go to your office. You do some like paperwork. You go click clack on the keyboard. You do some calculations. You go into the back and take some samples, and you're wearing your hard hat and your safety goggles. You take some samples and you tell people this is working, this is not right. And he was dying laughing because he's like, to be honest, that's pretty accurate. I'm probably missing a few things now, but then I asked him, I'm like, describe to me what I do for work. And he goes, all right, so you wake up in the morning and you get your cup of coffee.
Not wrong.
And you go downstairs to your desk and you turn on the light, you check some Teams messages, you check your email. He started with every little specific thing that had nothing to do with it. I mean, yeah, I look at Teams messages. Yeah, I respond to emails. But the fact that he's like, coffee, messages, emails.
You use a desk? Yeah.
Yeah, you communicate with others.
You have a computer.
You help people? I'm like, yes. But think about it. If you try to describe, most of the time it's a one sentence answer of my mom does IT. My dad is in marketing. It's not specific to, well, my dad does the paid search for this company and it runs all these campaigns. And at least I think for my parents, at least I can describe better what they do in more specific details. For my brother, no idea. Absolutely no idea. I was like, at least you have a title that's easy. I'm like, chemical engineer, he's a brainiac. There we go. Nurse, teacher, that would be easy. Hopefully your siblings, relatives, you have a job that's easy to explain. But most of the time you pretend to understand what other people in your life do. Oh my gosh, for sure.
I'm definitely the same way.
I'm like, you do something. You go into work and you open the door to your office and then you grab your cup of coffee and then you sit down and then you make a few phone calls. Nothing specific, but everything all at once. Oh my gosh.
So wrapping up, do you have any strategies to pretending you know everything?
Fake it till you make it?
Yeah. Fake it till you make it. My personal favorite is just going, yeah.
Agree with people.
Yeah.
Be very vague. Yeah. Ask them to explain.
Yeah.
And Google will be your best friend.
One of my favorites is be a hype man.
Yeah.
People like talking about what they're passionate about. So if you're a hype man and just let them talk about their passions, you can just pretend. And just go, yeah, and just ask them questions about themselves.
And you know what? And then you go home and Google it later.
Because then you don't have to talk because they talk for you.
Yeah.
So that's one of my personal favorite strategies.
That's a great strategy. That's great advice.
Yeah.
Or unqualified advice to me.
Have a conversation about everything. Only ask questions.
Answer their question with a question.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah.
And just be vague. I mean, you can have a wide array of knowledge and just be vague and no one will know that you have no idea what you're talking about. If you're confident in yourself, no one will question it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was a fun one.
So now that we have our advice, do you have any rant?
I do, because it's been irking me all week. Okay. It's getting dark out at 6:30 here, which is very sad because you think back to summertime and it's basically 9 p.m. before it gets dark. Why do they make headlights on new cars so bright? So freaking bright. And it's always the tallest cars, like a big truck or Suburban.
Yeah.
I can't see.
Yeah.
I cannot see. I had a smaller car than what I had before a few years ago. I would literally have to either shrink down. Yeah, I would have to shrink down so I could view the road. I don't think they need to get brighter.
Yeah.
They're good enough.
Yeah.
I know technology has advanced and I'm probably making our headlights brighter and stronger. I can't see. I'm going to crash the car.
I also drive a sedan, so I have a horrible time with this. So using some Chicago-specific terminology, these jagoffs also install these super bright headlights
underneath the car.
Yeah. And then sometimes they're blue and green and yellow. Where I'm I'm pretty sure it's not legal to do this in Illinois. But why? Why do you have a bright blue headlight?
I can't see. I like to call them jack wagons.
Oh, jack wagons good too.
Yeah. And if something really upsets you, you go, cheese and crackers. Why are their headlights so bright? It doesn't need to be that bright. You don't need to see that far ahead. Or when people have their brights on, when they shouldn't. Turn them off.
Yes,
turn them off.
Related to the cars too. Recently, I was on a walk with my fiance after work, and last week, I just heard someone screaming. He was in a very large pickup truck.
Yeah.
And he was red in the face. And at first I thought it was road rage. But he just kept screaming, "Stop, you jagoff." And then he got hit and run. Yeah.
Oh,
His
no.
entire car bumper was falling off. But I guess like I thought he was having a road rage incident. But
So it was, applicable road rage.
I guess if the only thing you were saying is "Stop, you jag off, you hit me," I guess it could have been worse. I
Yeah.
still am glad it wasn't me screaming "Stop, you jag off."
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah. So my rant for the week. I mentioned earlier I paid off my car.
Oh, yeah.
So I just signed like a little like 3-year repayment plan on my car. So I was like, I'm just gonna pay off the rest of it, so I don't have to keep dealing with this. They don't tell me how much I have left on it. Like
They don't say, like, the outstanding balance is $10,000.
no. What? So I had to call to ask how much was left of my car
And they'll be
payment.
like, "Sorry, I can't answer that. I'm gonna transfer you to somebody else."
And then guess who they transfer you to?
The same person?
The sales department to get a new car.
Oh my god.
So they transfer you to the sales department before they tell you how much you have.
That's terrible.
Car. So I'm trying to just pay off my car because I have a Honda. So I'm like, I'm not going to get a new one or something.
Yeah.
Or like
You ride it until it dies.
Like
and
she
then-
has 200,000 miles left. She's fine. But I'm like, so I just made my fiance do it because I hate sales pitches. And also like,
No.
like he's worked in sales before his
Oh.
job too. So he's very good at just being like, no, 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 respectfully, no. I know you're doing your job.
Oh, but nothing. No.
But it just made me so frustrated because
Oh,
I could
God.
see how much was on it through, because I have a Credit Karma for some reason, but I left on it on Credit Karma, but to see how much was left on it
Why
through
wouldn't they tell you?
the
Because
lender.
if you wanted to, just like what you did, if you wanted to pay it off, if you thought you only owed, well, it could work terrible both ways. If you thought you only owed 10,000 and you ended up paying, and it was actually like 12,000 that was on it.
Yeah.
And you think you paid off the car, but you didn't.
Mhm.
Or the opposite of like, you thought it was 12, but it was actually 10. So then you overpaid. They would give you your money back.
It's still just a pain. And then
Yeah.
once they give you your money back, you still have to talk to them. And then they'll give you the sales pitch again.
That's kind of like when I had to cancel my Planet Fitness membership.
Oh,
You have to go into the Planet Fitness to cancel it. You
Yeah.
can't just call. You can't do it online. You literally physically have to go in the store.
Yeah.
Like, I want to cancel.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest. I don't recommend this because sometimes they'll send your stuff to collections. So I do not recommend doing this. But like to cancel gym memberships and stuff, I'll just cancel my card.
Really?
It's just easier.
Oh my god.
It's easier sometimes, but I don't recommend doing that though because some gyms will send you to collections. So don't do that. Don't do that. But bad life pro tip.
Oh my gosh.
But that's my rant for the week is stop selling me stuff.
We don't want more stuff.
No, I can't handle the emotional energy of, I can't do the emotional labor of paying a bill every month.
Our emotional labor is already in our hobbies and died. So
Yes.
leave us alone.
And it's like, talk to people for a living. Please don't make me talk to you. Just tell me everything I need to know online.
Yeah. Leave me
I-
alone. Leave
I'm-
us alone.
Yeah.
Turn off your brights.
Yes. Stop overstimulating us.
Yeah. It's too much.
And also, you can angle the newer headlights onto the ground.
Oh,
But
but people
people
angle.
don't do that.
They're probably angling up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they piss you off.
I know. So stop overstimulating us. Get out of our face.
We don't want it.
No. Just talk to us in a normal, calm tone.
So love of God. No. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our episode of Expertly Unqualified. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. That's a wrap on our episode of Expertly Unqualified. If you stuck around this long,
You're either extremely loyal, extremely bored, or extremely caffeinated. Either way, we love that for you.
make sure to follow us wherever you get your podcasts and leave a review if you laughed, related, or were personally attacked by something we said. Find new episodes and more on our website, thepodmates.com.
And don't forget, follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Expertly Unqualified. Send us your stories, questions, or weird hot takes. You might just hear them on a future episode.
We are, as always,
Expertly Unqualified. Conversation's so fun, you'll forget we have no idea what we're doing.
was a Podmates production.